28 Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Carolina Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Richardson looking to throw this. This one completes Alec Pierce.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Let's go. Steal, black. Right, white. Hut, hut.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they work this out past the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Black ultra. Watch out now, 50 Fury. Hut.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. That is taken in by Hurst. That one good for 37 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Ready?
Young to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Shot, 17. Ready.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Red, cycle.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He'll get this up to about the 44.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Richardson to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got Pierce. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Young will set to throw. And got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ready.
Young on 3rd down. And this one is incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Come on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Hey, check that.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the jump.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Drill, 52. Hut.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Clock, 10. 10 cycles. 10.
Now here's Young. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Green Jack. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Young. Connection made with Chenault. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Touchdown! Adam Thielen, 30 yards. And the Panthers have regained the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Richardson. Eluding the play. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's returnable now for Smith. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
On 1st and 10, Young.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Young's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault.
Come on, set. Blaster, 6. Fuse, yellow. Ready.
Young now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Seal, black. White. Hut.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, We'll call this play significant.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Richardson to the air on first down.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. They'll get this off to Taylor.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down at 7. Richardson off the play fake.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Hadn't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 33. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Running left, Taylor.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
42 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. First and 10, it's Richardson.
Flush to his right. And Woods has it complete. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check pass, ready.
Here's Taylor again.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
First down, Young.
He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field.
23 yards, the final tally.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Trouble 38. Edo blue. Ultra. Go ultra. Tag.
Now a first down throw for Young. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Let's go now. Blue check. Strike.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And there to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Red cycle.
Young on third down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to Taylor on 1st down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Okay,
now
ready?
2nd and 4.
Go, Reed.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have the Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here's first down. Richardson to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing line?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Richardson.
And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Gay's kick is good.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the 4th.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. 4th quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regained the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And that's complete to McKenzie. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now is Richardson. Left side, he finds Pierce.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, they got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play.
A throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. One last shot for Richardson. This ball intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers